Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris from New York, Westchester County. I want to get in a couple things with you, and I'm a person who likes to know the opinions of others. Real opinions, guys, not nonsense. And I think I know we all have YouTube, and everybody has favorite channels that they like to watch, just like they're watching TV. But I'm talking in a mainstream sense here. I'm talking radio station here. I'm talking TV stations. I'm talking everything that has to do with flat Earth. Flat Earthers need that. Now, I'm forced to, at this point, listen to the AMs, which I just barely can listen to that because any regular radio station or anything regular mainstream at this point has become, one, intolerable and nauseating, to say the least. Um, Even just watching movies from when I was growing up, old movies, I'm not watching them. I'm looking for signs, uh, of the past that's in the movies and for the future. And the only problem is with these signs that you see in these movies, numbers, pictures, um, background paintings, other things like that, you really can't figure out until that actual event happens. That's what sucks about it. There's no way of really predicting it without that. But some other people have predicted a few things by just watching some movies. Look for it. It's on YouTube, I'm sure, somewhere around there. Um, but I think flat earthers really need that, and it's just a matter of time till mainstream picks up on that and sees that this is a whole industry that they're missing out on, you know. They try to categorize us into age groups and races and all that other nonsense. Now, when are they going to categorize us now into flat earthers and start coming out with some mainstream shit? Because they can't. Because every actor and actress out there has sold themselves out. Flat earthers haven't. And that's why we need more flat earthers up there doing shit. And this is what we need. We need the mainstream to hit this. And we need real people. Sometimes I think to myself, the Illuminati and all that other bullshit that, Hollywood and all. And I'm not saying it doesn't exist, okay? My point is, it's almost like they've created this shit because, to suppress the truth from people with money. Because all somebody really has to do is really just rent out a nice cargo boat and go down there and find out what's beyond these ice walls. It's going to cost a lot of money, probably a couple of $1,000,000, but what's that to a movie star who lives in a $25 million dollar mansion, and is driving around in Ferraris and Lamborghinis? $1,000,000 is nothing to them. So why don't we suppress them and give them this false apron or curtain of the Illuminati and confuse them? I don't know. I'm just pulling shit out of the air right now. Why no movie star or anybody with money has gone down there, Anyway, but I really think that flat earthers deserve this. We need real people. We need real shows. We need real radio stations. We need real people talking about flat earth 24/7. It's one thing on YouTube, but it's another thing just getting in your car, and flipping on a radio station and just listening to nothing but flat earth. Isn't that great? Wouldn't that be wonderful? When I was growing up, I hate it when people start stories off like that. It makes me feel so old, but it's the truth. I could never, before I was a flat earther, okay, I could never grasp the idea of the planets, not the rocky planets. I'm talking about the gas planets, Saturn in particular. It just seems like this planet could not exist at all, with the rings and the gravity and I don't know, what is it, 16 satellites that this fucking thing has, 16 moons or whatever these numbers that they make up, who gives a shit? It's all fake anyway. You live on a flat plane under a fucking dome, quite possibly. That's not fucking real. They say, oh, the sun isn't real, it doesn't exist. Oh no, it exists. It's just not a tangible object. You can get sunburn from it, yes. It's just not a tangible object. It's not something you can fly a probe to. And I remember NASA was flying a probe to. Whatever happened to that? Never heard anything about that anymore. These fuckers. NASA So back to what I was saying about Saturn. These gaseous planets that when we were, in class we learned that a planet, a rocky planet or any planet, needs a molten core in order to have gravity, right? What the fuck does Saturn have up there? Oh, it's got gases whirling around really, really fast. I mean, really, there might be a core down there. Nobody knows anything, if it was a planet, we don't know a fucking thing. Just like what you're living on here. They don't know shit. They haven't even drilled 8 miles. Meanwhile, you have these drawings of every layer of the planet and every layer of what's on Saturn and what's in Jupiter. Doesn't exist. You know what exists in there? Nothing. Because it's fake. It's not real. Planets do not exist. It's nothing but a lie. It's just us here on this flat plane all together. But you got to look at it this way, guys. We're a lot closer to each other than you think. Okay? A lot closer. Well, we always thought we were on the other side of the planet, and you were just, and all the buildings were upside down, and everything was upside down. It's not true. It's all level. It's all flat. It's all very closer together than you think. Well, it's good to know, though. It's refreshing, that we don't live in this big universe, and a meteor eventually can come down and kill us all, and create a tidal wave 3 miles high. Sit back and enjoy yourself, because nothing else is going to happen. The only thing that'll happen is these idiots that are controlling the weather up there. Yeah, right up here. That's right, those chemtrails. Yeah, well, there's none really today. I don't see any lollipops today. I don't see any fingerprints in the sky. Just actually natural clouds today. Not too bad. Quite surprising. And I didn't really see anything this morning either, but, that's neither here nor there. I mean, I'm just pointing out the everyday shit that people should take a look at, people are definitely I mean, look, I watched Mark Sargent's license plate thing the other day. I haven't watched it in a few months. I'm seeing a whole, cluster more of plates now. Ontario, Canada only had like 1 the last time I checked. Now it's got like 6 or 7 up there. Texas, same thing. I'm seeing another, few out there. In Texas, here in New York, I saw a new one, which is great. Jersey, I think, has got a few more. I mean, we're driving around with these plates. We're driving around with these emblems. We're driving around talking about flat Earth. People, every day people are going to know it. And when it comes down to family members, look, there's only so much you can talk to them about. You know what I'm talking about? I mean, there's really fuck them. If they don't understand it, then go on to the next subject. Forget it. Obviously, they don't get it. If they don't get it, they don't get it. They're not there. They're not going to get it until they see it in a mainstream fashion where people are going to say, hey, what the fuck? Maybe I should really look into this. Maybe this is something I should take a look at. CNN is talking about it. Well, they'll never talk about it. They can't. Now, maybe a movie star will talk about it. I don't know. I don't know where the hell I'm going with this. But my point is, by knowing all of this information, if you're not getting out there and you're not talking to people, you're wasting your time. You've got to get out to people and you've got to talk to them. All right? I know. I get shy, too, when it comes down to it. It's difficult bringing up the people. But find something, that every person's individually different, But just find something that they're interested in. And debunk it and explain to them that it's all about flat Earth. It has everything to do about flat Earth. It really is. It's unbelievable. It's remarkable, Anyway, okay. I just want to put that out there. I thank you for viewing. I thank you for subbing my channel. I thank you for letting me be a part of your life.